Like, let's look at the ZVZ of Julia. He's having, like, because he's having 66% win ratio against Protosses in BSL, 60% against Terrans, but only 27% against Zex. He's having 5 wins and 13 losses. So maybe ZVZ is his worst matchup, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. I mean, keep in mind, Castro is here because he did make it. Well, he did make it through to the finals of Gosu League last season. So his pro league stats are not, incredibly accurate. I mean, 0-5,
Yeah, but
like,
no,
wow.
no. Castro qualified through the ladder stage. He got in season 6 in the Gosu League.
This season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But
so
these are only pro
great...
league statistics. These are statistics only from the pro league. Yeah.
Okay, all right, I guess that makes sense.
So the map will be Clayfield, and it's 0-0 Castro versus Julia. Are you ready, Mr. Rapid?
I'm ready.
Let's go directly to the game number 1, all Clayfield. And loser will be eliminated, winner will advance from this best of 3. So, spawning on the bottom left position as a red Zerg, directly from Poland, known also as a Kinslayer or Blackman PL, this is Julia.
Wait, Julia's Blackman PL?
Oh, but not this Blackman, he just made this nickname on the chat. No, not this Blackman from 2002 who got third on the global finals.
Not Blackman, but Blackman PL. Okay, I didn't know that was his extra ID.
I know him as a Kinslayer.
Yeah. He's definitely not Blackman. I feel like we're pretty sure about that. You'd have to really twist some timelines for him to have gone back in time and been Blackman. Ugh, definitely one of the best players who've ever played outside Korea. So big fan. Anyway, we're back on clay fields. We've got crossing field, clay fields, lots of fields. No Greg Fields, rest in peace. But just lots of fields. And I'm still learning about clay fields, as maybe are some of you. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, when you go to take a third base, in theory, you take the close one. But, I mean, it's just quite a ways from ground, and it's defended by, like, one tiny ramp. So if anything comes into the back of your base, it could be really difficult to defend. So, I don't know. I really want to watch more Terran games on this map, because I think those platforms, like the plateaus outside the natural expansion, could just be really good to put tanks up on,
Oh yeah, it's like, do you mean if you will, like, if I imagine it correctly, if you will put siege mode in the one of these higher grounds, you can secure like 3 bases easily, right? And you will have high ground, and Protoss won't be able to attack you. So yeah, that's great.
It feels weird because we're watching a ZVZ, and to some extent, ZVZ kind of ignores a lot of the features of the map because mutas just fly everywhere. So obviously, the early game is the most important. So let's keep an eye on the builds. Looks like we had what was that 11-12? I don't know. No. It was 9 pool 12 hatch from Castro.
Yeah, so it's 12 pull. I think it's 12 pull from Castro and 9 pull from Julia. And 9 pull not into speed, but into quick layer. So it means that he will not be able to apply as much pressure as he would want to with the links, but he will have definitely much quicker spire, because especially that Castro went for fast speed for the links. So it will be very fast mutas.
Yes. So basically, you've got Castro, who is going for a little bit more of everything on the other side, or he's gonna have a lot of very fast, very scary lings, whereas Julia is trying to get mutas out as fast as he can. So let's see who does their thing better, because the lings are already out and halfway across the map. Well, a third of the way across the map.
Yeah, there will be second hatchery. From Castro, so here you definitely have opportunity to make more links, and Julia is like, he droned up very highly, so now he will have only 8 links, 10 links overall to defend, And if Castro will decide to, I think he would have a chance to deal some damage with the rings.
Yeah, I actually really love that, that Castro sent one Ling across the map so that Julia couldn't run out with any more Lings, because obviously that one Ling will just like sneak in. So it's kind of forcing Julia to have both gone for the 9 pool and be playing not defensively, but like, you know, back at home. He's not sending like single Lings across the map to like pick off drones or whatever. But here's this big exciting moment coming up where Castro has gone for a mass amount of speedlings, and both players know what the other's going for at this point. So Julia in mutas he trusts, but he's going to have to hit a very vulnerable timing where Castro just has a million billion Zerglings that want to kill him.
Oh, but look how smartly, like, this is a smart grid from Julia, because, like, he pretended that he's going for a lot of links and even forced Sunken from Castro, but Castro didn't even need that Sunken. He could have this drone mining and have more drones out of the money he spent on this Sunken, and he's making even more links right now, and now it's too late because the mutas will be out from Julia, so it's very smart grid from him. Look at that, he's having 2 drones advantage, even though Castro is having a second hatchery.
Yeah, wow, Julia is just like the big brain mastermind. He's got like the galaxy brain. Oh my god. Yeah, how do you do a 9 pool, come out with more drones, faster mutas, take no damage, and you're getting an expo up? Like, okay. But this is like what we were saying, this is what Castro wants to do. He's got a ton of Zerglings. Obviously, you're gonna have to cancel that natural. And how quickly can these mutas kill off the Zerglings? Because they need to do it before they can break through. And actually, Castro's just going to run back home.
Yeah, the biggest advantage of having these links for Castro is that Julia shouldn't be able to move out of his base with the mutas, because then he will be dead.
Yeah, he definitely needs the mutas to stay home and defend against the Zerglings running through, so neither player will really be able to do anything. And the longer that Castro can use these lings to delay the natural expansion from coming up, the better it's going to be for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he's doing that perfectly right now. He's making his own mutalisks and he's starting to make extractor, and this is the biggest factor of having expansion in ZVZ. The gas is the key resource in this matchup, so if Castro will start mining from this extractor, it will mean that his expansion is finally being 100% effective.
Yeah, here we go. Mutas coming out across. They're going to catch the lings. Obviously, they scatter like cockroaches when you turn the light on. But I think Julia still has more mutas, right? It's 6-4.
Yeah, so let's see if he will micro correctly. We need to remember this is not turn rate 24, I'm sure.
Oh, he tries to pick off a drone. Can't quite do it. He's running into the main. Gets 1 drone. 2 drones. But the drone count is actually still even.
That's nice micro from Julia. It's 7.
Oh my god! He's getting hits off on other mutas. What? Now, obviously, some of the glaives are bouncing to overlords, but look at this. It's actually going so well for Julia. More mutas will pop out, but Julia's killing it.
Yeah, definitely. It's 5 mutas left, so... Oh, but suddenly 3 mutas from Castro pop out, and maybe with some scourges he will be able to defend it, because we still need to remember he's mining gas from 2 extractors, so he mined 200 gas more than Julia.
I mean, Castro has 8 drones.
Yeah.
That is not a lot. Oh, they flew right over each other. How does this happen? What a miracle. He snipes another drone, but he's losing more mutas here. So I think Julia's plan is just to sack the mutas, kill as many drones as possible, and hope that it's enough damage, because he's built a bunch of lings behind this that are running across the map.
Yeah, but there is a sunken, so maybe the sunken now will have will be useful. Oh, but you are right, his plan was to lose the mutas, and how did Julia lose the army advantage? I don't know still.
Yeah, this is just a little all over the place. What is happening here? So Julia lost all of his mutas, but he killed a bunch of drones. So in theory, if you just judge the game by the drone count, Castro's ahead. But he has no mutas. So he's still in a rough spot. Well, he has 2 mutas, but they're both going to die here.
Oh no, it's... Well, Julia is having no mutas, right?
Julia has no mutas. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
good catch, Zero.
Yeah, but I still don't know how... He lost the Muta?
Yeah, he just stopped the Muta and the Scourge ran into it.
I don't know how... Like, it looks like Julia is very close from throwing this game away.
Yeah, no, Julia killed it. He went 9 pool and had more drones than a 2-hatch player, like, and more mutas, and more everything. I'm like, how do you do that? Oh, he's gonna Scourge an Overlord. Yeah, there it is. So Scourging some Overlords, just trying to be sneaky about it. Julia still has the supply lead and a 5 drone advantage.
Yeah, this is
But
huge.
the muta disadvantage is pretty scary.
Now because of the drone advantage, he was able to build some mutas. So fortunately for Mr. Julia, the Castro wasn't too aggressive with his mutalisks. So now Julia built the advantage. Castro is trying to buy time by killing the overlords. So this is also very interesting.
Man, I'm pretty sure both players have been ahead at one point in this game. But the game is probably, and I hate to say this, Zero, but it's probably going to look a lot like the last game they played.
It is possible because, like, in the previous game, no one decided to jump on each other. So yeah, definitely interesting to see if someone will decide to attack anyone, and we will go for 100-100 because it would be bad for Julia to make this game stay in this game even longer, because that's how big of advantage he have right now, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. This third hatchery coming up is the real kind of nail in the coffin. If Julia can get that base up and defend it, then he'll be in an incredible spot.
And 800 gas from Julia. What is going on with that?
Yeah, where is that supposed to go?
But he's already having third hatchery, so very good macro play from him. He's making a lot of drones, but he needs to be careful to not lose to the mutalisks. It's 6
well,
against 7.
Well, the Zerglings coming across the map to try to cancel or kill this third base, and I think they'll actually do an okay job at pressuring it. They're definitely going to get that drone, but let's see if they can get 2 drones. Yes. Okay. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a good harassment. It's still very impressive how Castro is still in this game after losing so much units. It's 8 mutas and 9 scourges against 8 mutas. So
and like less scourges. And now
yeah,
it's maybe 9 mutas. But yeah, what? How is this game so even right now? I'm so upset. I wish one of the players had used their advantage to win the game. But now actually we're finally starting to see these mutas run in and get damage done. It's going to be a reaction here from Julia, who has more stuff. He actually has less Scourge. Actually now reinforcements flying in, running in here for Castro.
And Julia with 900, now 700 gas. He should stall as long as he can until he will build up with full gas, I think. Oh, it's really hard situation for I don't know who, I think for Julia right now. Castro is nailing it.
Yeah, the Zergling's getting picked off on the ground. Who's got more? Now's the time to find out. It looks like Castro is actually going to crush
oh my God.
Julia here.
I can't believe he won the game. Julia, what did you do? How did you lose that game? It was the biggest throw.
Yeah, Julia was in an amazing place. Castro came back when his mutas popped back home. Then Julia came back after that and wound up losing in the end after Castro came back like a second time. That was really back and forth. What a crazy way to start this final game. Or final series.
Yeah, exactly. Final series of Group A. So Castro is 1 game away from advancing from the 2nd spot.
Yeah. I think if you asked me to look at this group, obviously DeWalt is the clear favorite, but probably any of the players could have advanced out in 2nd position. Ziggy had a tough time, but he was still able to take a game. And between these 2 players, it's really just so hard to pick which one deserves to come out on top.
Yeah, definitely. Because Julia had every tool to win this game. He was just too greedy. He made too many drones. He didn't spend the gas, but he did every like economical move perfectly, but he didn't deliver with the units, and Gas doesn't fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can't like throw your resources at your opponent. What game is it? Oh yeah, in Assassin's Creed, if you have like money, you can actually use your money. You can throw it at people, and it creates a distraction.
Oh,
and you can
really?
run away.
That's
You
funny.
can't do that in Brood War. You can't throw your money at your opponent and be like, "Take these minerals and leave me alone." It doesn't work like that. So, also probably that would just also make you lose the game because you're giving your money to your. I don't know. Anyway, game 1 goes to Castro after a comeback. I don't know, and that means that we're going into game 2 with Castro 1 win away from advancing on to the round of 16.
Yeah, the map will be Gladiator, and Rapid, this was the first win of Castro in BSL in ZVZ in history.
Wow, and it was a win like that.
Yeah, he wasn't
we
supposed to
started
win.
out- Yeah, he definitely he was like not supposed to win like twice. But look, that's why Brood War is such a beautiful game, Zero.
Exactly. You need to be very good at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the game. If you will mess up in one of these parts, you can lose the game, even if you have a perfect situation.
Okay, well, our final map is our next potentially final map. That's the way I was supposed to say it. Potentially final map is Gladiator. Castro is leading 1-0. So let's find out if he is able to take this and advance on to the round of 16.
Oh, I guess there was some conversation about latency.
Yeah, that reminded me to set our network for extra high latency, just in case.
Oh yeah, Mr. Rapid, you are always the quickest with that, right?
Well, I just don't want you to type mean things in chat to me, because that's what happens when players play on latency, apparently. That's what I'm learning from this series. Anyway, it looks like our latency is good for our players. Actually, well, there was no response, so maybe it's not okay. I don't know. But yeah, this is Gladiator. So, much bigger map.
Yeah.
At least it's 5 players.
And judging by the fact that Julia so far did every time he did start with 9 pull, cross position wouldn't be too good for him. But now he started with the overload, and Castro is going for the 9 pull. So this time cross position should be good for Julia.
Cross positions should be good for Julia. Yeah, I guess actually you're right.
Because it will be 9 pull from Castro, and if Julia will go for 12 pull, he will have easier time to defend against 9 pull. If he will go for 12 hatch, he will probably die, but then he will still have a little bit bigger chances to defend it than normally.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, also, it depends on scouting. If you never see what your opponent has, then you can't make decisions based on that. So definitely that faster pool is not necessarily going to help Castro out in this situation. Let's see how it goes. Because I guess on the other side, this is, I think, the first game in their series where one player hasn't thrown down an extra hatchery.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, actually, it was in the crossing field, and now Julia will be the one with the hatchery lead, but he will have to defend against 9 pull, and it will be 9 pull speed, so it will be aggressive 9 pull opening from Castro. So he will want to deal a lot of damage with the slings. And we'll
I'd
see
also
how
like
it
to point
goes.
out that both players are drone scouting here, although I think it's like I don't know, I didn't catch the pool timings, but it's pretty similar. I think what was it? It was 12 pool for Julia, right? Yeah, because he's going hatchery right afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand this drone scout after a 9 pull. Maybe he wanted to be sure when to go with the links, but yeah, it's a lot of mining time being lost. But Julia lost his drone too, so he was being fair. You are losing your drone, I will lose mine too.
Is that called being fair? I don't know. I feel like we need to report a crime here. I don't know if I've ever seen a drone scout with a 9 pool. Like usually if you're 9 pooling, you're gonna go somewhere. You don't need the drone scout to figure out where you're gonna go. You just go somewhere and, you really hope it's the right place. Obviously, the drone scout helped him find out where to go, but is he gonna be able to do anything now that he's here?
The only reason I see taking a drone is just to make sunken, just as Tuta did, but there is no sunken, so yeah, but maybe there was some reason behind it.
Waiting for these last couple of Zerglings to come out. This hatchery dropping down below half health. Julia's got to go for it, and here we go. He gets a concave for a brief moment. I think he's actually not going to crush this. Hello? What? One of the drones does go down, and there's more Zerglings coming through. Castro's going to be able to take out this hatchery if he focuses it.
This is how you out-macro 2 hatches with 1-1. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he did it.
So good, he's going to get a free drone again.
Now it's 7 to 8 drones. This is a very low echo game.
I love it. Give me more of this, man. I've never seen ZVZs like this. I don't know if we need to like put these ZVZ replays in like the Smithsonian Institute of like, I don't know, fine art or something, or like in a radioactive landfill that won't reach half-life for another 10,000 years. Like one of the two. I don't know. Somebody's going to jail for these games. These are the games where, like, back in the day before replays existed, you would tell your friends, hey, I played a game like that. And they're just like, yeah, okay, prove it. But you can't prove it because there aren't replays. These are the games you have to have the replays for to believe that they happen. Because, like, who does this?
Yeah, exactly. This is a very funny approach, Mr. Gab. Yeah, who does that? It's never happening, especially that we are having very good players over here. It's not like we are having some random players. These are actually the best players from the foreigner scene.
Oh, it's the best jokes that the winner of the series goes into the round of 24.
Oh my god, yeah. So 9 pool scouting. Let's go, round of 16. Yeah, just for the honor.
No. Yeah, round of 24 again. That's... It's so funny. It's like they have to win this game just to prove that they deserve to.
And from now on, every ZVZ will look like.
Well, dude, I hope not scout. Every ZVZ looks like this. Dude, I remember I was watching. What was it? It was like True Touch versus Eon Zerg last season, and it's just the sickest, badass mind games. Just 12 billion IQ plays. Whole galaxies are born and destroyed by the level of play that these players show. And now we're watching this. I guess this is kind of like that, right? Trying to pick off a drone. He actually almost got it. It was down to 12 HP, but can't quite kill it off there. So now we get a chance to watch. Big surprise. Both players sitting on their side of the map, macroing.
Yeah, but on the defense of these players, we can say that ZVZ is their worst matchup, both of them. So maybe it's because maybe they don't feel very secure with the ZVZ and they wanted to have this extra information just to adjust to the opponent's strategy perfectly, if I would have to be optimistic.
Right. And this is kind of interesting because we did see the Spore Collar or Spore Colony reaction. Sorry, too much StarCraft. Which is kind of interesting because you don't always see that. It definitely, you have to know how to play that because either you lose your spores to Zerglings or they're not placed well enough to defend against the mutas. It's really hard to do.
But I feel like this game can turn into the same game as the first one because like Castro is taking the Julia position and Julia is taking the Castro position. Julia is having faster expansion and more drones right now, but Castro is having Mutalisks and he's taking expansion of his own, so...
Yeah, you're definitely right. So, let's see here. Later expansion, yeah, but the higher drone count, because Julia actually did lose drones earlier when he was defending, but obviously he's had that extra larva, so his drone count is much higher. Let's see if he's able to get this spire up. While in the meantime, 2 more hatcheries on the way. Well, obviously one is in the natural, but the other one is a macro hatch in the main.
Oh, maybe we'll see Hydralisks. I'm wondering.
Ooh.
That would be very interesting.
Is that really the right way to go? I guess. I guess you could do it. Look, there's no rules in this series, okay? So throw your build order notebook out the window. That is nothing can save you here.
Yeah, but if he would go for Hydralisks and win with that, that would be epic. 9 pull drone scout into mass Hydralisks. ZVZ new meta.
Yeah, somebody make a Liquipedia article about that build, or definitely gonna be writing that one down. Whew. Yeah, so I was talking to. Well, let's just finish casting this game first, because it does.
Julia is dead. Julia is dead. He's having no links and pure drones in the natural. GG.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Where did he go? Where's all his stuff?
I don't know where, but
what?
Castro did a good job with these links. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
So much time building your advantage so longly, and now few links are destroying the dream of Mr. Julia. Oh my god.
Mein Gott im Himmel. Like, what I don't. Like, there's a reason you can't fight at this point, because if you just run out of your base and your opponent's waiting to counter, you just lose the game. And so maybe this is like a good reminder for everybody why it's a dark, scary world out there, and probably leaving your base right now when you don't have enough to defend back at home is not the right idea. He didn't even have any vision out on the map to know where his opponent's army was. He was just like, I really hope they're not going to counterattack now. And they did, so have fun with that.
But now Julia is making more mutates, but oh, he will kill the hatchery with the links. That's why he did it. Oh my god, Castro is surprising me with every move he's doing, and Julia, let's say GG. And now Julia is out of the BSL, unfortunately.
Wow, 8 million IQ there in the end.